What is that? Reese! Stop messing up them books with that dumb sticker. That dumb non-sticker sticker. Hey, welcome welcome back to my channel. I can't tell what this lighting looks like. Is it giving or not? It's raining outside, and so I can't use like my natural lighting because that won't do squat. But I thought I'd share a couple of books or mini books that I would like to read before the end of the year. I have a stack of 8. Technically 11. Wait. 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. But one of them I'm including as one. If you guys don't know, if you haven't checked out my other videos yet, I have a book jar right here. It has names of all of the physical books that I own. I just pick a book. So obviously these are the books that I would like to get to before the end of the year. Will I? I don't know, because it depends on if I pick it or not. The only books that I buy that I do not put in the jar are arcs that I get. So for example, Stars in Your Eyes comes out in October. Hey, this is book number 1. I've actually been wanting to read this. This comes out in October. I'm pretty sure this is a gay romance. Now, I will also preface this by saying, since I've already gotten started, probably just cut off whatever thought I just had. I do that all the time. Because, side note, I'm not good at thinking before I speak. Or, no, I am. I'm so good at thinking before I speak that I take too long. So I can't just say the first thing that comes to mind. I have to like formulate it in my head first. So editing for me, oh my gosh, I have to edit so many long pauses because I take so long. That's why my videos always look choppy. But anyways, I forgot what I was even saying. Oh, I'm not gonna know what none of these books about. But anyways, I'm pretty sure this is a gay romance. It could be. Yeah, I knew that. There are 2 Hollywood actors looking for their big break without breaking each other. Yeah. So I'm hoping to actually read this before it comes out. But we shall see. Maybe I'll read it this month. We're in September now. So as I was saying, books like that, arcs that I get, I don't put in the jar. I just read it when I can. Oh my gosh, I'm itching. Anyways, that's technically book number 1. But now getting to my oldest book, I believe. I'm trying to like look. Oh, or did I get these at the same time? We're gonna go with Amari and the Great Game. So I don't want to say much about it just because I do know that this picks up right where the first one left off, which is right here. It's called, Amari and the Night Brothers. I absolutely loved Amari and the Night Brothers. It was my fave book of 2021. Well, it's a mix between Amari and the Night Brothers and the Mary Shelley Club. I always go back and forth. Sometimes I say the Mary Shelley Club was my favorite. Sometimes I say Amari and the Night Brothers. Honestly, they could both be my favorites because they're 2 different things. The Mary Shelley Club is a YA horror, and Amari and the Night Brothers was, or did you hear my stomach? Probably not. But Amari and the Night Brothers is a middle grade fantasy, or supernatural fantasy, paranormal, whatever. But anyways, this is the second book. I think it's going to be a trilogy, which makes me sad because when I first read the first book, it gave me Harry Potter vibes, and I don't know, I just want this series to like continue on forever and ever. You know what I mean? But I think it's only going to be a trilogy. I could be wrong. I don't really like research books like that. I just know if I see the info somewhere. Book number, technically 3. I think this might be the second oldest. This is Malice. I'm pretty sure this is Sapphic. I think it's like a play on Sleeping Beauty. Yeah, look. A princess isn't supposed to fall for an evil sorceress, but in this darkly magical retelling of Sleeping Beauty, true love is more than a simple fairy tale. I am a sucker for retellings, which is so funny because I never remember the original. Which, are they really originals? Because I'm sure they're based off of something else. But anyways, I never remember like the original, like what this retelling is based off of. So like the Sleeping Beauty movie, which one was Sleeping Beauty? Was that Aurora or was that Snowbell? Wait, or Snow White someone different? I always confuse Aurora, Sleeping Beauty, and Snow White. Isn't Aurora, she was sleeping too. Wait, no. Okay, let's think about it. Which one was the one poisoned by an apple? That was Sleeping Beauty. So what is Sleeping Beauty's name? I don't know. Oh my gosh, this light is so bright. I don't know what Sleeping Beauty's name is. So then who's Aurora? Then who's Snow White? Is Snow White... Who's that? Oh my gosh. Anyways, so this is a play on Sleeping Beauty. I don't know who Sleeping Beauty is. Is that the one that was poisoned by an apple? I'm gonna assume because it's saying she's not supposed to fall for the evil sorceress. But anyways, I feel like I'm gonna eat this book up. The only problem is I know that this also has a second book. But I'm curious because I'm not a fan of fantasy. But it's like, is this fantasy or is it not? Because to me, there's a difference between paranormal. Like paranormal, I mean, it's fantasy. But is it really? In my opinion, it's not. You know what I mean? Just like, that's one of the reasons why I get a kick out of monster romances. Is it fantasy? Because is it not real? Sure, it's fantasy. But it's not. It's a monster romance, you know? I think a lot of these books, I kind of got around the same time. So we're just going to pick. So we're going to go with XOXO. This is a Korean romance. He's a K-pop star. Am I not close enough? Now, I don't know if she was a fan of his. And then, like, if it's that kind of romance or, like, it's one of those moments where... You know what? Let me read the back of the book. I'm not going to read the synopsis. I'm just going to read like the little tags. So,
Lila Lee says with fun K-drama vibes, XOXO delivers a lot of heart and warmth in its protagonist who stays true to herself to the very end.
That didn't give me anything. Let's see what else they have.
Gloria Chow says, a feel-good page-turning swoony read.
That's why I got it. I feel that she's truthing, that she's telling the truth.
And then Julian Winter says, an utterly delightful love song dedicated to the intersection between dreams and romance.
That's got a ring to it. I could never write like that. But yeah, I think this is just... Oh, they have more on the inside. We're not about to read all this. Let's just kind of skim. I think all I know is that he's in a K-pop group. And they fall for each other. I could be lying. I hope I'm not. I have a book that I was sent a copy of, Honey and Spice. This is the paperback version, or paperback edition. So it has a different cover. I honestly love this cover. It's not that the other one is bad. The hardcover, if you guys know, it's a zoomed in picture of the girl's face. I don't know. It's just something about this, and I don't like cartoon covered stuff. And then especially cartoon covered where you see the full body. I hate that. But I think it's the detail. You guys can't really see it. Oh, let me get closer. Look at the detail. I don't know why that keeps happening. Okay, the lighting's actually not that bad. Okay, that means I can put my glasses back on. It's like, is it overcharged? That don't make no sense, because... you have to plug it to use it. But again, can you see the detail? Look at that. That detail, like what is that? Reese! Stop messing up them books with that dumb sticker. That dumb non-sticker sticker. Anyways, this is a romance. I don't know, I feel like when this first came out, I heard a lot of good about it. Like everyone was raving about it. And now it's like I am kind of seeing like critiques about it. I don't know if that's the right word. I am kind of seeing people say like, oh, you know, this one wasn't my favorite, or I didn't like it, or they gave it a 3-star, and it's like, Really? I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna eat this book up. It's a dazzling debut novel. A young black British woman who has no interest in love unexpectedly finds herself caught up in a fake relationship with the man she warned her girls about. Yeah, I believe on her talk show or whatever radio show she hosts or whatever, she talks about him and being like, oh, you know, like he's not a good guy or something like that. And then they end up like fake dating and the girls are like, so you were warning us not to date him because you into him. That's all I know. Dervish's Games, this was a pre-order of mine. I just received it, I don't know, last month or the beginning of this month, something like that. I really have no idea what this is about. I think it's a YA thriller. Why am I in your face like that? I don't know.
Jessica Goodman says a fresh and daring debut with quick-witted prose, wild plot twists, and unflinching insights on power and privilege and absolute thrill. Ryan Douglas, that's the author of The Taking of Jake Livingston, says a richly woven thriller that explores the lengths one girl will go to succeed in a world of classism and corruption. Kit Frick says, we're not going to read that because I don't know what that says.
I can't read that word. I don't know how to pronounce it. So we're going to skip it. Because I know that this is a YA thriller and it kind of seems like it's going to involve school, it reminds me of another book that I read, and it's surprisingly, and when I tell you the book I'm about to show you, I was so surprised that I enjoyed this book. It's kind of, now mind you, I haven't read the synopsis. I just don't feel like it. But what I think this book is going to give is kind of reminding me of The Ivies. I absolutely love The Ivies. This is a YA thriller. I tabbed it. Like, I tabbed a thriller. Let's go to one of the tabs and see what I was on.
Why'd you have to make that so hard? I'm not a creep. I don't want to touch you.
I believe that was funny in here. I don't know. I don't even know who said that. Anyways, that revolves around school. Trying to get into the Ivies. Wait, do I remember who did it and what happens? Kind of. But that's what this is reminding me of, and that's what I feel like this is gonna give. Love the cover. Look at that. Look at the hand. What is that, a perfume? Is that faces? Oh, look at the detail. Look, she's crying. Can you see? Looks like Kim when she was trying to find that earring or whatever that was. These are the three that I'm counting as one because I don't necessarily want to read them all by the end of this year, but I'm hoping to pick one of them. So these are 3 books by Mimi Grace. I'm missing a 4th. I thought these were all a series, including the one that I'm missing, but apparently not. One of these is not like the others. I'm pretty sure it's one of these 2 that's not actually a part of the series. If I had to guess, I don't know. One of them is not a part of the series. It's just like a standalone. It's on its own. I want to say it's this one. What a Match, Make a Scene, Along for the Ride. You know what? I think it's Along for the Ride. That might be the standalone. The one that I'm missing is Take a Hike. Any one of these I would love to read. They're romances. I think each one might be something different, obviously. Is this Best Friend Sister? Okay, so this one looks like it's Best Friend Sister. This one sounds like Enemies to Lovers. Is this fake dating? This one's fake dating. We love that. And this one seems to be the shortest one. And my last 2, because I got these at the same time. So let me think of which book did I get first. Pretty sure I grabbed this one first. So this is called Briarcliff Prep. This is heavy as hell. Like, my arm is about to break. Like, my wrist is snapping. This thing is so heavy. This feels like 5 pounds. Okay. This, again, is a YA thriller. It's kind of given the same as this, but I think, y'all, like, this is so heavy. I don't know. This one feels like, oh, I still kept the little thing on. This one, I think, I don't know. This one is coming off as younger. young adult, obviously young and young adult, but like young, because they're 14 in here. So I'm wondering what this is gonna give, because this one I feel like they're gonna be a little older. This one might be, they're maybe trying to go to college. Like this might be about preparing for college. I have no idea. I'm just guessing. This one, I don't know. I feel like I just kind of skimmed a little bit, and she's 14. It's a black boarding school. I haven't read the book that I'm about to show, but I'm just seeing black boarding school, and this is reminding me of Promise Boys. I haven't read this yet, but I know that that also involves like a prep school or boarding school or something. Debut author Brianna Peppins deftly balances a celebration of sisterhood, self-discovery, and black joy with an empathetic exploration of teen dating violence in this novel that is, at its heart, a love letter to black girls. Wait a minute! Is this not a thriller? What made me think this was a thriller? I mean, I'm gonna read it regardless. But this was a plot twist. Wait, and not the plot twist being at the end of this video. She's so pretty. Like, look at this picture. Is this not a thriller? Wait. Okay, we're gonna read the synopsis. It's 14-year-old Avi LeBeau's turn to do what everyone in her family has done: leave home to attend Briarcliff Prep, a historically black boarding school. And as scared as she is to say goodbye to her parents and move to Georgia, she knows her fearless big sister Belle will be there to show her the ropes before long. Yada 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 yada. Well, I be darned. This is not a thriller. Just from me kind of skimming, I'm not reading to y'all everything. What I'm getting is kind of giving something like Joya Goffney, something that she would write. That's kind of what the synopsis is giving. Kind of like a coming of age kind of thing. I'm in your face again. I don't know what's wrong with me. So that was a huge plot twist. And then my last book is called The Secret to a Southern Wedding. Again, I didn't take the sticker off. Get into the cover while I take the sticker off. Look at that. Easy. First of all, this book was $18. Practically $19. It was $18.99. Like, for a paperback. A paperback. I'm a hardback girly. But anyways, this is the second chance. Yeah, so the top says, I'm trying to get this sticker off. The top says, an emotional and witty story of love, forgiveness, and second chances as the race to the wedding day begins. I don't think it's her getting married. Pretty sure it isn't. Oh, she's an OBGYN. Obgyn. She's an Obgyn. Her mom is marrying a man that she met on a dating app. She has to stop. Oh, yeah, I think the son of the guy is her ex or something. Did they used to date or something, or did they just know each other? I don't know, but MMC is the main love in... The MMC is the son of the man that her mom is marrying. So they're about to become step-siblings. But yeah, these were all the books that I would like to get to by the end of the year. Obviously, the only one that I could for sure get to would be Stars in Your Eyes, because it's not in the jar at all. Now, obviously, if I want to read a book, I can read a book. But because I know that these names, these titles are in my jar, I cannot just read it. Because I know it's in there, I have to wait to pick it. Let me know if you've heard of some of these that, you know, are on your radar as well. Or did I put some of these books on your radar? Or if you've read some of these, let me know what you think, especially if you've read Honey and Spice. Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you next week. Bye! Okay, reason the same clip, I need to do my thumbnail. I don't know what to do. Peace and quiet today. What time is it? I don't know. Okay, go show it first. Was my camera crooked this entire time? I don't know. Yeah, but I don't want to block the little light that I have. What am I doing? Wait, I'm still blocking it like I said that I didn't want to do.